Welcome back aspirants on MacTech 40, and today we will discuss about some important straits in the world because this point is very important as far as UPSC aspects and SSC exams and some other state exams. Okay, this question is coming very frequently because I'm going to tell you one example that this is one of the previous year question of UPSC, that is which of the following straits is pa- passing near the international date line. Okay, so there were four options: Bab al Mandab, or Bering Strait, or Cook Straits, or Malacca Strait. Okay, so you have to tell me the answer. I will give the answer in between the video, but before I give, you have to give me in the comment box. Okay, so first of all, before starting the strait, what is the what is strait? Okay, what is the strait? First, we will understand that. Then, what is isthmus? Okay, there is one another terminology isthmus. This is the spelling I have written here, and canal, and this canal word you have heard. Okay, so strait is a water body, a small narrow water body which connect two larger water bodies. Okay, if you guys confused, then I'm going to show you here in Google Map. Okay, so here as you can see here, this is a Red Sea. Okay, hope you guys can see here, this is Red Sea where my cursor is, and this is Gulf of Aden near the Horn of Africa. Okay, so this is a very narrow strip as you can see here. This connects two seas, this Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. Okay, so if this narrow strip is blocked by the landmass, then if you have to come from like Sudan here, by Sudan to this Saudi Arabia, not Saudi Arabia. So if you want to come from Sudan to India by waterways, then first you have to go to this side, and this you have to turn whole this Africa, then Horn of Africa, then through Madagascar and Indian Ocean, then you will reach in the Arabian Sea, then you will come in India. Okay, but what this small narrow strip, which it separates Red Sea and Gulf of Aden and provide a passage to connect so that we can easily trade or travel. Okay, here this is the one strait. This small strip of water, as you can see here in the cursor, it is known as strait. Okay, so this is the different. This is the definition of strait, which connects the two larger water body by a small strait. Okay, the another example I am telling you, this is the Pacific Ocean, as you can see, and this is Atlantic Ocean. So if you want to come from Pacific Ocean to Atlantic Ocean, there is a one small. This is a Panama City. Okay, so there is a Panama Strait also here. Here you can see this is the Panama Strait, as this one Sorbanera National Park is also there. Here you can pass through as my cursor move. As you can see here, sorry, here from here you can come to this Atlantic Ocean. Okay, so this is the different state, and here one also. This is North Atlantic Ocean, and this is Mediterranean Sea. Okay, or you can say the Mediterranean Sea. So if you want to trade something from US to Europe, then if this small strip, if this is blocked by landmass, then you have to follow this. You have to go to this Norway side, and then you can trade in Europe. Or otherwise, if this road is not available, this waterway, then you have to turn whole this African island around African continent, and then from Gulf of Aden or this Iraq by via route and through Turkey and Istanbul. So this will be very hectic and not cost efficient. So these trades are very important as far as the economic or trading point of view. Okay, so main purpose of this trade is used for trading. Okay, the next, that is isthmus. Isthmus is what? It is slightly different than strait. That it is also small water body, but it connect two land masses, two bigger land masses. Like here, one isthmus in the here is, that is Isthmus of Panama. Okay, this Panama is connecting two larger. One is North America, and this is South America continent. So this is the small strip, okay, which connects two larger landmarks. So it is called Isthmus of Panama. The next is canal. What is the canal? What is the difference between canal and strait? The canal is also same. It is a small water body which separates and connects, not separates, it connects the two larger water body by a small passage. But the main difference in the strait and canal, that is strait is a natural, okay, and this is canal is man-made. Okay, we have digged and taken out this landmass. Okay, then it is called as canal. Okay, hope you guys clear this. So first we will look one by one each and every strait and what's the importance, where it's located, and it separates which two larger water bodies. Okay, so first let's start with Bab al Mandab. Bab al Mandab, it is located in between Gulf of Aden. Here you can see this is the Gulf of Aden near the Horn of Africa. One Somalia country is there, and Red Sea. Okay, and it is located between Djibouti and Yemen. Okay, this is a small passage. This is a Bab al Mandab state. As hope you guys you can see here. Okay, so this is very strategically important from the point of view of India. Why? Because if you want to send a cargo from India to Europe by waterway, then you start from Bombay port, okay, Mumbai port, and your ship comes here and enters into Gulf of Aden, and then through this Bab al Mandab Strait, you will go to Red Sea, and from this Red Sea, there is a one canal that is known as Suez Canal. Okay, this is very narrow strip. On the very small view, you cannot see, but as we zoom out, this is the way. Okay, this is larger water bodies. This is the Panama Canal, as you can see here, and this small water canal goes out and directly we can here in Mediterranean Sea. We will when we come out from the Suez Canal, you will come out into Mediterranean Sea. Okay, and here you can trade your cargo in all the Europe. Okay, so this is the very important from the India's point of view. And Red Sea, it separates Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. Okay, so we have completed this strait. Okay, our next strait is this guy, Sunda Strait. Okay, where this location Sunda Strait, it is between Indonesia's Jakarta. Here you can see Jakarta, and between this small strait, this is known as Sunda Strait because it separates Indian Ocean to Java Sea. Okay, this separates two bigger water body, and there is a small water. This strait is known as Sunda Strait. Okay, another one is Lombok Strait. Okay, Lombok Strait. So Lombok Strait is also between Indonesia, Indonesia and Brunei, because this is different island. As you can know, this is Indonesia is the largest archipelago of the world. Okay, so there is one Bali island Bali, and there is Lombok Island. There is a small strait which separates Bali Sea. This is the Bali Sea, as you can see, and Indian Ocean here. So this strait is known as Lombok Strait. Okay, clear? So we have completed three straits. Then fourth most important strait, Strait of Malacca. Why Strait of Malacca is very important? Because this is from this strait, world's 25% traded ships are just going here every day. Every day. It separates from Indonesia and Malaysia. This is Malacca Strait, as you can see here. It separates Andaman Sea from this Java Sea. Okay, this Malacca Strait. And why? As I told you, because whatever the imports of China or export of the China, they must have go to this East China Sea from then South China, East China Sea or South China Sea, wherever it's China's. Uh, from it depend on China whether it can start from South China Sea or East China Sea. Then their ship must pass through this Malacca Strait and then anywhere else in the world. And as you guys all know that China is a very biggest exporter of goods, of electronic goods and industrial goods also. Okay, so this Malacca Strait is very important from economic point of view. If someone blocks this Malacca Strait, then 25% of the total traded ships will be blocked. Okay, so this is very very important from the economic point of view. Our next strait is Strait of Hormuz. Okay, this is again very important. Strait of Hormuz. This is located in between Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. This is Strait of Hormuz. This part is known as Strait of Hormuz. Here my cursor is going. Okay, why? Because 20% of the oil, total world's oil, 20% is traded through here. This is very narrow. As I'm telling you, going to show you this zoom out. There are there were some small islands also here. Okay, so there is chances of collision between two ships. Okay, so the trade here is very slow. This is Strait of Hormuz, and all the oil ships are they are very heavy. So the ships move very slowly so that it will not strike with any island or another ship. Okay, so all the ships from starting from Persian Gulf then passes through Strait of Hormuz and then reaches to Gulf of Oman. Okay, so this is very important because 20% of total oil's production is shipped through here. Our next is Florida. Florida Strait. The Florida Strait is in US. This is Strait of Florida. It is between US Miami region. This is Florida region and Cuba. It is between in Miami region and Cuba, and it separates Gulf of Mexico to North Atlantic Ocean. Here, this is a North Atlantic Ocean, and this is Gulf of Mexico. So if you want to trade from Gulf of Mexico to North Atlantic, so we have to pass this strait. This is quite wide. Okay, so this is known as Florida Strait. Then Bering Strait. Bering Strait is, as I have told you earlier from starting of the lecture, that is which strait passing through near about international date line. So as you can see here, this is international date line, the dotted line. This is known as international date line. The new day starts counted from here, and this is a very small passage here. This this is known as Bering Strait. Okay, here you can see the name Bering Strait, and this connects. This is Alaska region of USA. This is comes under USA and Russia's eastern part, and this is Shushuki Sea and Bering Sea. It separates these two, and it is between these two sea, and it very important because these two major countries are here, and Alaska is a very large reservoir in petroleum products. So if this strait was not there, then it will be very difficult. If you want to go from here to there, then you have to go for a very long round of the world. Okay, so that's why this is very most important. Bering Strait, Korea Strait. Next is Korea Strait. Korea Strait is located between South Korea and Japan. Remember this, not because this can ask in the exam, like some entrance exam, like Korea Strait is located between which two countries, North Korea or Japan, or South Korea and Japan. There may be option in maybe option that is North Korea also. There is a possibility there, but you have to remember between South Korea and Japan because it separates Sea of Japan and East China Sea. Here, this is the Strait of Korea. This this is known as Strait of Korea. This where my cursor is there right now. Then Benifacio, the Strait of Benifacio. where the Bonifacio Strait is, then this is in European continent. Okay, so just look at here. Here, here. This is Bonifacio, one place known as Bonifacio, and this separate two island and also connect two sea. This is Balearic Sea and Térimain Sea. This small strait is known as Bonifacio or Bonifacio, whatever you can say. This is a small strait which separates these two, and these two islands are. This is a part of France. This Corse Island, Corsica Island. Okay, this is known as Corsica Island. This island Corsica, and it comes under the France. And this uh, another island, Sardinia. This is the Sardinia Island, and it is comes under the control of Italy. Okay, so this is the strait, and its name is Bonifacio. You have to remember the location. Okay, that not much important here. Wherever important points like economic trading point of view or oil sector, okay, I will all tell you without any forget. Park Strait. Park Strait, I hope you all you know the Park Strait which separates India and Sri Lanka, and it's connect Indian Ocean to Bay of Bengal. Okay, here Bay of Bengal, and this is the Park Strait. This separate India and Sri Lanka. But one thing that is this is not used as a for economic trading purpose, because there are some traditional traditions and mythological event, that is Ram Setu is there. Okay, so all the trades are coming here in around Lakshadweep and turn around Sri Lanka and then enter into Bay of Bengal, not via this strait. Okay, this is the important point. Next strait is Gibraltar. This is again very most important, because why Strait of Gibraltar is important here, as you can see here. If you want to trade from US to this inner part of this Hungary, Slovakia, Austria, so you have to go by a sea route, and you must pass this Gibraltar, Strait of Gibraltar. It connects Alboran Sea to North Atlantic Sea, and there it is located between Spain and Morocco. And this is Gibraltar. Why this is famous Strait of Gibraltar? Because in last year there is it is in news, because one uh, Iran's oil oil ship is just stopped here and not allowed to there, and because this is very important in international relations, so that's why I told you. So this is the Strait of Gibraltar, and why it is important, because this is Gibraltar. Okay, this location here you can see this is Gibraltar. This portion is, though it is in Spain, but it is the uh, British overseas territory. Okay, there are some economic bases and some military bases are there. Okay, of and this is the British territory, but this is managed by the Spanish person. Okay, and one very famous rock of Gibraltar is there, as you can see here in image. There is rock of Gibraltar. This is rock of Gibraltar. This is very uneven shape, but very famous tourist destination as there. So, and very near, the strait is very near to this, as you can see here. So that's why its name is Strait of Gibraltar. Okay, and this is important for US to trade in Europe. Okay, next is Bosphorus. This is one of the most important strait, Bosphorus Strait. Okay, because why this is important, because here you can see the Istanbul, and there is a, and you know the Turkey is divided into two continents, some part in Asia and some part in Europe. So this is a small strait. Suppose if you want to do your cargo ship from Black Sea to this Argentine this sea, okay, the name is Sea of Marmara. Okay, so here this is the strait, and this name is this strait, and it is passing exactly in between the Istanbul. Istanbul is known as world's strategic city. It is also known as world's most strategic city because the location is very strategical. One because one trade route by sea route from Black Sea to Marmarian Sea. That is, if you want to, if Russia and other this country, uh, Central Asia's country want to trade, then it must have to pass with this. And Istanbul is very strategic, and it also controls the land land route. Okay, there is, as you can see, there are many highways are there which controls the land transport. So this is very important. Next, Dardanelles. Okay, where the Dardanelles is that it also connects Black Sea to Igerian Sea. Argarian Sea here. This is the small strait. This strait is Dardanelles Strait, as you can see here. Dardanelles Strait. First, you have to pass this strait of Bosphorus, then Dardanelles, then you come into this European portion. Okay, so this is the important. This is also important because you have to, if you pass this Bosphorus Strait, then after you have to pass this also. So we have completed 13 straight, and one more thing, just take the pen and paper with you while watching this video. Otherwise, you will forget. Okay, if you have taken pen and paper already, then very good. Note down from initial, and if you are not, just pause the video. Just take out the pen and paper and watch the video from starting again, and note down somewhere else. Otherwise, you will forget within a day. Okay. Next trait is Davis trait. So where is the Davis trait? It is Davis trait between Greenland and Canada. This is very wide in the world from the all other. Okay, compared to all other states, this is quite wide. This is known as this strait. This where my cursor is, it is known as Davis Strait. It connects to Baffin Bay and Labrador Sea. Okay, and Greenland is a part of the Denmark. Okay, and Greenland is also world's uh, largest island. So this is from static GK portion. And next is Hudson. This is Hudson Strait. This strait is known as Hudson. This is Hudson Strait, as you can see here. It also connects the Hudson Bay and Labrador Sea. If you want to from Canada by seaway, if you want to transport something, then you have to follow this strait also. Okay, and if you want to transport in Greenland, then you have to follow this strait. Next is Dover Strait. Dover Strait is where it is between England and this. This is known as Dover Strait. This strait because it separates the Britain, the Great Britain part to from other Europe. Okay, this separates these two landmass and also connects English Channel to North Sea. Okay, here you can see this is English Channel and this is North Sea. It connects this strait is known as Dover Strait. And as you can see, the Great Britain, okay, because the Britain contains the not only England, Wales, Ireland, and the northern Scotland. This all become and also known as UK, Britain, Great United Kingdom, Great Britain. Okay, Great Britain. Great Britain is consists of Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and England. This Britain. Okay, so this strait is also separates this Britain part from other US. Here is the Belgium, Netherlands. Okay, so this strait is very important from English point of view, English Channel. Next is Magellan Strait. Where is the Magellan Strait? This is not very important because this is a South America continent. This is the Magellan Strait. Here you can see this. This is from, if the ship enters here, where my cursor goes, and here and again twist and turns. And this is not normally used because there are lots of twists and turns are there and very small. So the bigger and longer ships cannot turn here, and there will be chance of accident, and it takes long time. So if you want to go from Pacific, this is South Pacific Ocean to South, this is South Pacific Ocean to South Atlantic Ocean, then it is very quite near to water bodies. Then what, all the ships are coming here and just passing down from this nose point. All the ships pass through here. So this is not widely used. And the last but not least, that is Cook Strait. Cook Strait is separates two landmass of New Zealand, northern part and this southern part. Okay, this strait is known as Cook Strait. Okay, as you can see here, Cook Strait, and it separates Tasman Sea. This sea is known as Tasman Sea between Australia and New Zealand. This is Tasman Sea to South Pacific Sea. Here you can see this is South Pacific Sea. So if you want to go from Australia to New Zealand and this by this route, then you have to must pass this strait. Okay, Cook Strait. So this is all the important straits in the world that are very important from the exam point of view. Hope you guys understand. If you have still any doubt, just go back and watch the video, and then after you have doubt, then ask in the comment section. We'll solve your query in upcoming videos. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. Subscribe our channel, like the video, and share with your friends also, so that they will also get benefit. Okay. Tomorrow we will meet with one another new topic. Okay. So keep studying, stay focused.